Because it's my own fault. The stuff that I would see is because I clicked on a cute bot streamer, watched it for whatever, because now it thinks I like that. So it's algorithm based, and it's also probably what Twitch wants you to watch and also what you watch yourself. If I don't say, hey, which long I'm sleeping, I probably can do it, because guess what? I can just tag my stream as explicit or sexual themed, sexual content, and my streams will be hidden. And the only way I'll receive punishment if some of y'all ops report me.
But for most people, this is like oh, now I can actually use Twitch as a viable option to do things. Since these changes aren't negative to most people, it's seen as a more positive change. And then the people that don't fully understand what's going on, they're gonna back it as a positive change too.
All right, I am live right now. And I wasn't gonna go live today. I wasn't. I was gonna chill. I just got home. Got something to do tomorrow. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go live. I'm gonna just like be a Discordian, be in VC, and just not go live. But this piqued my attention. It is a new Twitch chain. No, B in VC, not B in VC. But anyway, no, delete that. Anyway, the new Twitch change that happened. Literally, I think it was today. I guess while I was out, they did it, or maybe it was like I don't know what time it was, whatever. But like, I wasn't on Twitter, Instagram, anything. Just came home, saw people talking about it, like, okay, what is this? And I got the gist of it. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm making a jumping to conclusions. I've heard some good arguments on why it should be there or why it's like, you know, supposed to be there. And I also have my thoughts. I have no other preconceived notions of what it is. I don't have, you know, Pokemon's opinions. I don't have anyone's opinions in my brain. I have my own opinions of what. But to polish my opinions or even change my opinion, I'm gonna look at the actual changes, gonna do research about it and see like if it's like as bad as I think or if it's not that bad. Because I may be blowing out of proportion. I may just be mad for nothing, but I don't know. So this is from the official Twitch page. I'm doing this for myself basically. I'm reading this for me because it's my first time seeing this, so yeah. We've gotten feedback that our policies around sexual content are unclear, so we've drawn clearer boundaries between what is and isn't permitted on Twitch. We also recognize that not everyone wants to see certain content, so we're upgrading our criteria for our homework recommendations. Before I get into this, I will say the last paragraph is good because I think even Kick did that. Maybe like a few months ago where they have specifically, I can even go on Kick right now. They have a thing on their profile that says literally the only thing that they said is like hide pool, hot tub, and bikinis, hide that category, or hide slots and casinos. And yeah, they did that. Like, bro, they actually did it. So that itself is good. I don't know, like, I don't know why that caught the flack. This in general, because I don't think this has been the problem on Kick. It's been way deeper than just like, oh, well, bikini streams and hot tub streams. That wasn't the issue on Kick, at least from my knowledge. Yeah, so that's good on them. And they have the details in their blog. Let me see. Okay, I'll read this, but I kind of get it with the content, like literally, yeah. But I'll go and read it. Content recommendations for the homepage. We also recognize that not all members of the community want to see certain content. Wait, hold up. I thought it was it's algorithm based and also what you click. Because if I go on my homepage, I feel like I'm getting what I watch. Because even in my times where I'll watch a just chatting stream, I'll be on Cupid stream, I'll do whatever monkery you all think I do. Look at cam girls. Yeah, sure, I do that. Yeah, tune to cam girl viewer. That will be popping up in my homepage, and I haven't watched any of that recently. Thank you. I've been getting though. I've been watching Valorant gameplay. I've been watching Street Fighter 6. I've been watching other things, just chatting. Yeah, even the Sukia getting rid of someone the other time playing Sukia. I still get like my fighting and stuff. Like this is still like gaming. Like if I were a real, I'm not gonna even use that word. If I was a real like Coomer, I would be getting my Coomer suggestions. Like yeah. Because it's my own fault. The stuff that I would see is because I clicked on a cute bot streamer, watched it for whatever, because now it thinks I like that. So it's algorithm based, and it's also probably well, the algorithm, like what Twitch wants you to watch, and also what you watch yourself. Because I wouldn't be getting this stuff if I didn't watch this. Like yeah, this is just like gaming stuff. Like a lot of this stuff is stuff I don't watch. Like I don't watch Rust. I don't watch Ready or Not. I don't watch any of that stuff. But it's still suggesting me what I want and what I think I would want, and it wouldn't suggest me an Asian bunny stream because I haven't been in that category. I haven't been in that the circle, whatever. Okay, but anyway, that's the side note. But yeah, We want to make sure the homepage, which is often the first page that viewers land on, home, yeah, is more aligned with viewers' expectations. Actually, wait, I'm lying. Wait. I'm actually lying. I take that back. Of course, my homepage now is fine because they switched the toss. I could have been looking at, cam girls the whole time, but they switched it. So now I'm like not seeing it. So they saved me. Thank you for making my argument better. Anyway, if I don't say, hey, which long I'll leave it, I probably can do it because guess what? I can just tag my stream as specific or sexual theme, sexual content, and my streams will be hidden. And the only way I'll receive punishment if some of y'all ops report me. But I'm not gonna get into my thoughts yet. But that's part of it. Okay. Just because it is labeled, how does that still make it okay to be on Twitch? Like again, they know these are out. They saw Asian Bunny. All y'all saw Asian Bunny and Asian Bunny. I think that was her name. I don't know. Asian doll. I don't know. Y'all saw her, and yeah, they banned. I don't know why they banned. Maybe just there was like bunch of reports or whatever, or something, or peer pressure or backlash. I'm not sure, but they all saw it, and they still think that's still okay to be on Twitch, even if categorized right. Like if Twitch, like I wonder if it's like indirectly, directly saying this is the direction they want to go, which I think they did say. They were like, oh, they haven't been up to standard with like the current I'm paraphrasing, but like what's okay in society. Twitch hasn't been caught up to speed with that. I think that's what they're saying. And like how probably Kid gets caught up to speed or whatever. Is that it's being caught up to speed, meaning allowing Asian Bunny to rule the platform, even if they're categorized correctly? Because again, yeah, it's like quote unquote hidden, but it's not really hidden. It's just hidden from the home page. And I think they said it will still have the category labels on your homepage, and if you watch it a lot or if enough, it'll show up. It's still there. Look, yeah. Content with a focus on fictionalized, drawn, and or sexual body parts, regardless of gender, so as long as doing nude figure draw or allowed sexual things. Label, however, fictionalized sexual acts for sure remain prohibited based. No, why would they get rid of that? Okay, so literally no prawn, but you can do like suggestive art. Yeah, cool. Again, that's the best thing, but I don't know. I haven't been in an art stream in a long time, but I do get recommended art streams on my homepage. I probably won't anymore because the new change. And they would have suggestive, well, it's not, it wasn't nudity, that's the thing. But it was very suggestive, and they were on the front page. They got away with it. Again, I'm not sure how all artists felt, or of course now they were probably doing that. They weren't doing their full on work because they couldn't show it on Twitch because they would get banned. So now I'm wondering if now will people just be drawing like a bunch of like way more nude stuff because they can get away with it. But yeah, yeah, that's by far the best thing is that you know the artists gain a lot from this. People who were doing this for artistic reasons, who were actually doing it because it's kind of what they not it sounds weird, but like have to do but you don't have to draw a nude, but like they have to because it's like their job, whatever. But you don't have to be topless, like the people who are gonna take advantage of this and just like be just basically like OnlyFans too, or like they basically got diet OnlyFans basically, or an extension to that, or just like a diet prawn hub or a campsite. They're gonna get that, and they're gonna thrive the most off this. That's the main problem. Like, because why don't they just cut down on like the reason what kickstarted this is because of the Asian bunnies, and I don't even know the other girl what their name was, but she was a redhead, she was pretty muscular, and yeah, she was topless. Why did they target that directly? Is because they didn't want to seem sexist, because I feel like it was kind of a lose-lose. If they allow it, it's like okay, they allowed it and that's bad, but some people win, or they get rid of it and they are deemed as sexist and just targeting women. That's going to be a whole nother, yeah, it's going to be a whole nother like gender war and just like, yeah, and culture war, all that stuff. It's going to be cringe. But I feel like that's what kickstarted it, they should have just like targeted that and just say, hey, it was already like that. Say, hey, you can't do this. You can't be naked, even if you're not showing anything. I still feel like you can't. Now, if I'm not wearing anything underneath and I don't ever get up from my seat, that's different. Because look, one, you never even like tease the fact that I'm not wearing anything. You were teased the fact that it's like, oh, there's nothing here. Like, and you like one flip from the camera, you can see everything. Whoa, and it's like it's the lure to get you in. It's like, the tease, like a strip tease, yeah. So that's it. So why didn't they target that directly and just say, like, they can probably still stream and do similar content, but hey, just put on a shirt, or even show that even show that you have somewhat of a top on. I don't know, or even like they can still do the art thing. You could even paint. I'm fine with body painting. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of body painting personally, but like talk about how we just like do body paint. Like say, oh, it's only okay for like body painting, like um, because like, bro, like, dude, there's so much you can do now. There's so much you can do on Twitch, and I get it's not on the homepage, but that doesn't mean it's still there. Like, it being on the homepage isn't like the problem solver. Yeah, being on the homepage is dumb, and it makes me not want to go on Twitch ever. True, but the stuff will happen. Social media is so prevalent. If someone sees the streamer doing this stuff, it will be brought to social media. It's gonna be like, oh, so Twitch, yeah, it's in a category, but are you really allowing this on your platform? And again, I know Twitch is also unchecked. I'm not giving Twitch. I mean, it's still similar. I'm not giving Kick a pass. I know Kick has some shady stuff. They're weird, but I'm there because I think it's just funny. So I could really, I just on this I can play music, bro. That's all I am for. I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't care about doing hot tub streams or bar streams. I don't care. But really, like, wait, what was I going with this? Hold up, I got sidetracked. Oh, yeah, it's like not on the front page, but it's still there. It's like there will still be clips. Like if you happen to see it, if you happen to fall across it, you can still the channel is still active, but the content will be still there, the same and probably worse. I feel like it's somewhat trying to suppress that. But and also a con to that is it's suppressing. Like if I have the category of sexual themes, sexual content, whatever, or drugs, tobacco, whatever, now that's hurting my growth. Like, 'cause I'm not going to be even considered in the pushing of front page or recommendations or anything. So that's, again, I like categories, but like the fact that not any of that will be shown on front page, that kills some growth. But that's me nitpicking, trying to just like be a hater. But yeah, that's basically it. Again, some people who are waiting who are doing it for artistic purposes, but the people who take advantage of it are like the Asian bunnies of the world, and yeah, that will be the downfall. It won't be the downfall of Twitch, but like, the content will it'll still be there again. We're gonna see clips. We're gonna see Kai Sana looking at it again. We're gonna see, yeah, it's just, yeah, I just think it'll get worse. It's just like, I mean, oh my God, Todd's girlfriend just joined, but let me just steal him real quick. Hold up. Yo,
Oh, I forgot this map even exists.
wait, Todd, wait. Okay, are you playing Sonic right now? What are you doing?
Oh, you dragged me out. We were playing Valorant Escalation. It's just a dumb mode. We can still talk.
Okay, but I mean, it has to be like a whole thing. But like, I just want to know like your concise thoughts on the matter, so I can just get like another side.
Oh, can you give me a brief refresher on what you were saying so that I can talk?
Yeah, my side is that it is a bad change because I think it's lazy on Twitch's end because they didn't actually want to moderate their site, because now they'll have to actually go in and find out what is and isn't acceptable. So instead of doing that, they just made a broad thing like, okay, this is okay with the right tags and it being somewhat suppressed on the homepage, but I think it's bad overall because it's still on the platform. Yeah, because like, and now it's like, let's say even if it's super 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 suppressed, that means that's better for the people who are doing it because they can get away with much more. Because hold on, my thing bugged, I can't move.
No, I don't.
Okay,
What do you
and
mean?
they get away with way more because no one will catch them unless they are directly um reported by somebody.
Okay. No, okay, so I do agree in the sense that, yeah, people definitely attempt to do shit and they're gonna push the limits of this stuff and it could get really bad. I 100% agree with that.
Uh huh.
Um, but I think at this point, I'm just glad. Like, I think I mentioned this before stream. I'm just glad that Twitch is a little bit more pro creator at this point. I like that. I do love that artists can now freely work on stuff, so they don't have to make accounts on other platforms just to be able to stream what they want to stream. Because Twitch's discoverability is really great, and it's true that if you do this stuff, like, you won't appear on the homepage, but it's still a much better platform with much better utilities, like the channel point system, um, and all that stuff. Like, it's just a lot more fun for creators to stream on Twitch, and now more people can do that.
Um,
But like, it's more so more people have access to that kind of
right.
cool stuff. Because I know a lot of artists, they have to go to stuff like Picardo or Kick to stream their content, since it's, you know, I not necessarily pornographic, but it's stuff that is against TOS.
Mm-hmm.
Um, sorry if I'm like pausing in between my
No,
words,
no,
because
you're
I'm
good.
getting very mad. But I do agree that I think people are gonna obviously push the limits of the system. I don't agree that people are doing the topless streamer thing. That stuff should not be allowed on the platform. And with a system like this, they're just gonna do that regardless.
Right. Um, it I will agree that it's like it's good for the creator, but again, I don't think they're doing it for the creators. They're doing it kind of because they have to. Because even in their article or document, whatever, they were saying, oh, they're trying to get up to speed, basically, of what everyone else is doing. Like they're not doing
Yeah,
it
but
because
that
they actually
essentially equates
care.
to, it's because of Kick. Kick allows basically everything on the platform, but Kick is a terrible platform
No, it's not because of
overall.
K. It's even because of
No,
TikTok and Instagram too, and
no.
what they
Here's the
allow.
thing. No, TikTok has a. Doesn't TikTok have a policy against that stuff?
On TikTok lives, yes, but what they post, you see, there's some stuff on TikTok you can get away with, and on Instagram,
Oh,
it's like 3 or 4 central. Um, but yeah, so, and I just, if it was really a problem, if they were really looking out for creators and artists, they should have been done it because artists have been complaining about that for years.
yeah, no, and that's the worst part. That's what I hate about the situation the most, is that this entire situation was only provoked because some people were streaming with their titties hanging out of the frame,
Uh
and
huh.
Twitch didn't want to kick them off the site. And it's like, these people were legitimately problematic, and now you're using this as an excuse to benefit artists. That shit is scummy, and that will never not be scummy.
Yeah, that's why it's like it's good, but it's like they don't actually care. Like this is like a direct response to, um, the topless streamers. I do want to ask, do you think, let's say if Twitch were to take a stance on those specific streamers and actually ban that, will they be seen in a
And
bad
like the
light?
topless,
Yeah, like the Asian bunnies, whatever. Will they be seen in a bad light, or will they be seen as like, oh, there's
like
something good? The people
if
who
they
do
banned
those,
only those people doing that.
yeah,
I think
will they
it'll
be
be
seen in a bad
seen.
light, or will they be seen
Okay,
like the heroes?
it's
I can't play
tricky.
this game.
I think it'll be seen as a double standard to the people who do that content and to the Coomers, obviously. Which is valid. I think it is a double standard. However, I do think it would be an overall positive change. A lot of people would like that.
Uh huh.
But yeah, that it would be a little bit of a double standard.
I'm trying to like I want to know who actually like fully agrees with the changes I want to because like you're like I'm
No, I think a lot of people fully agree with it. I think it's you're more cynical and skeptic whenever these kinds of changes exist, right? Or whenever they
um
get put into
yeah.
place. And since you're more like that, you're seeing the negatives in this, which isn't a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. But for most people, this is like a, oh, now I can actually use Twitch as a viable option to do things. And since these changes aren't negative to most people, it's seen as a more positive change. And then the people that don't fully understand what's going on, they're gonna back it as a positive change too.
Right, because again, this does affect the streamers like in a good way. Like now Asian Bunny can roam free. But like yeah, it
Well,
is
fuck that.
it's positive for them. Yeah, so that's why it's like yeah.
Well, Asian Bunny is a piece of shit, so. Like, I'm sorry, but one, she was the one who started this whole thing, and like, I understand. Don't put this in the YT video. What I'm
Okay.
about to say. I understand if that's the type of content you want to make. Go to fucking Pornhub Live. You don't you shouldn't be doing that, especially when one, there was no content restriction. I remember the first time I saw her stream, there was no content
Oh,
restriction
so she had no
on her thing.
labels?
So she was just showing her half naked body to minors. That's a huge problem. That is a massive problem.
Yeah.
Like, and then she comes back to Twitch, with the title, "Oh, I'm Twitch's most wanting."
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny, like if
no.
I ever talk to somebody about this, I want to, like, give this situation. Like, if you ask somebody, hey, would you go to a middle school and be topless to underage people? They'd be like, no, I wouldn't do that. But then they go online and do the same thing. So it's like, yeah, it's like they're kind of like a hypocrite in that sense. If you ask someone on the street, would you ever do this to minors? They'd be like, no, never. That's wrong. But you're doing that on Twitch. So yeah, they're.
You gotta keep in mind, this is kind of where. So I post a Game Jolt, right?
Uh-huh.
And mainly because there's a creator economy there, and it benefits me financially, and it has a lot of things for creators on there. It's very nice. But the audience there is exclusively minors for the most part.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't aware of this for quite a while. So I revamped my thing to essentially turn off comments, make sure that stupid kids that would be seen as content, since there is no proper filter. I did the thing where it's like, minors DNI on the profile, locked comments. I'm probably going to be turning off profile comments too, making it so they can't interact with anything whatsoever, so they just leave.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the ideal way to handle that kind of stuff. But when you're going onto a platform like Twitch, it's less obvious that that's who's on the platform.
Right.
But with a lot of streamers playing games like Fortnite and whatnot, young kids are on these sites. That's naturally going to
Yeah.
happen because young kids love Fortnite. They want to watch Fortnite streamers, and then on the main page, oh, what's this? Asian Bunny X? Let me see what this is about. And then they see a half-naked woman doing the fucking stupid-ass Lethal Company dance, acting like she's cute when she's really,
Based.
TOS. But
True.
It's
It's like
frustrating because, like, they don't really care. Like, I am under the opinion that kids should not be on the internet, period. I think
it's a bold stance, but yeah.
I know it's a bold stance, but my problem with it is if they are going to be on the internet, they need to be restricted. No parent's going to restrict them because they're busy with their job, they're busy with everything, taking care of this kid, and they can't control every moment of their lives, nor should they. Kids should be allowed to do things, right? I think it's a hard thing to balance, but parents should at the very least be setting some sort of restriction against kids just having unsolicited access to all this stuff.
Right. So do you agree, like taking minors off the platform, is that something you would be?
I don't think they should be taken off the platform.
Okay, yeah. That's what I want to know about that, because I'm just asking you because some people did have that opinion.
My stance is that I do think kids should not have unrestricted access to the internet like they have as of recent.
Okay.
But since they do, you have to keep that in mind. I label my streams when I stream on Twitch. I haven't done it in a while because of my internet issues, but I label my shit because I know that those are some people that are on this platform.
Right.
On other platforms like Twitter, it's tricky. And I was getting hit with shadow bans left and right. So now I've put all of my other stuff onto my alt account. I don't know if it's still labeled as that or if I need to automatically change it in the settings, but essentially anything that could be seen as a little bit more risque, I'm putting on that alternate account to make sure that it's out of those eyes, or at least somewhat. And then my main account, while it's still going to have relatively the same stuff, it's going to be a little bit more tame. It's a hard thing to balance because I don't really want kids interacting with me, and the best way to do that is to just understand the platform and how you can navigate that. Yeah. But going back to the main topic, people like Asian Bunny X, they're not taking this into account. They don't give a shit. They're just making money for not even showing their tits, just showing like the top half of it.
Do you even think Twitch knows its audience? Because, like, you know your audience, you know how to do, but like,
they absolutely do. No, they 100% do. They have
Okay.
the figures to tell you. Like they literally tell you. I don't know if it's YouTube or Twitch that does this, but one of those platforms they literally tell you what percentage of your viewers are like under 18 or if
Yeah,
they're male,
I think it's
female, that
also
kind of
YouTube
stuff.
has it, but I think Twitch doesn't have it too. I'm not
I think
sure.
they have a system like that, but even if it's not shown to the creators, they absolutely have that data.
Yeah.
It's just that's the weird thing about sexual content on the internet. Like humans love sex.
True,
That's
base,
the
cause
thing.
cool.
That's why all this stuff exists. And to expect the platform to completely kick all of that content off is completely unreasonable and quite honestly stupid.
Right.
Because that's the main reason why a lot of people are online in the first place. Yeah, there are people connecting with other people through stuff like Discord, and I
Yeah,
understand
but again, there's still a
part of it.
time and a place. I
But
think, even if it is the
yeah,
internet, I still think it is a time and place. Like
think about it.
Twitch probably
When
shouldn't
you're
be the
at
place.
home, you have access to the internet mostly, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people are going to be using it for that sort of content. So I think what Twitch is doing is a step in the right direction, and I think a lot of platforms should follow suit where they have a way for people to express this type of content freely with some restriction. I think Twitch needs to do a little bit more work to make sure this can't be restricted. Like this feels half-assed because and I think it's directly in response to asianbunny and her fucking
Right. That's why,
stupidity.
because they
No,
it mainly
here's
was
the thing.
like targeting the
Here's
homepage thing. Yeah.
here's the thing. She did it, and a bunch of other content creators were doing it, right?
Yeah.
She got banned for 2 days, which one, she should have been banned for 30 days. That's unacceptable. Because this was not in the TOS. She should have been banned for 2 days, or 30 days, excuse me.
Yeah.
But I think the reason they only did the 2-day ban is because as soon as this started happening, they were immediately putting this into the TOS without any like thought or care. So I think over the course of probably 2024, these rules will get ironed out, hopefully.
I'm not even sure
right
they'll
now,
actually go back and change it. I mean, I could be wrong, but
no,
I'm not
not
even
change
sure.
it. Not necessarily change it, just like have a better way to make sure that this type of content doesn't get out of hand. I don't think it'll be for a while. I think we're gonna see reports throughout the year of people abusing the fuck out of this. That's just
right, because the fact that it's quote unquote hidden doesn't mean it's not there. Like there's still gonna be Kaizenat clips. We're still gonna see it on our Twitter feed, whatever. Like people will still see it. That's not the problem solver.
I think again, from the person who this would actually benefit, somebody who does somewhat content under that banner, this is a positive change for people in my situation. But there's a lot of flaws with this system that need to be ironed out. Because again, people like the just chatting category is going to be in fucking turmoil.
Right.
This.
More than it already is.
Yeah, because we got a little dumbasses like AOS Tune in there. Like,
True.
like, fuck that dude. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. I'm just very happy that Twitch is being, cause like, dude, Twitch had one of the worst starts. Like, the first part of 2023, they were fucking Hitler. Like, the stuff that they were doing was insanely anti-creator, and it was just boggling my mind with stuff like with platforms like Kick coming out of the woodwork. Doing all this shit was the dumbest thing they could have done.
Right.
And I think we can thank Kick in the sense that after all of this, they've seen the error in their ways, and now they're restructuring to be a lot more creator friendly. I love this. I love this direction. It's just these changes need to be coming from Twitch directly instead of in response to some Asian girl with their titties out.
It's always what they're doing is always a response to like what they're getting like backlash from.
Yeah. It cannot be a reaction. It has to be
an action, not a reaction. Yeah.
Like it just sucks because, like you mentioned, this is something that that artists have been wanting for so long.
Yeah. And they've been just ignoring them. So like now it's like it wasn't actually a problem for you up until this.
As soon as a top partnered streamer got under fire, then they put this into effect. It's just like I don't get it.
Right. Yeah.
Regardless, I do like this change somewhat. I think it just needs a little bit more work instead of because chances are they're gonna leave it like this until there's another controversy that comes up. But
Yeah.
I do like this change.